What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Bag Boys. I hope you guys are still enjoying the content. To get straight into the work today, we are back on the case of this Vauxhall. So last time I left you guys, we were still trying to figure out where the buttons, the switches were going to go on the interior. We did manage to figure that out now, and it looks OEM. The owner couldn't even notice where I put the switches, and it's right in your face. So after I did that, I had to look at the gauges, and I was like, I'm not too happy with the finish. It does look kind of just put there, and it doesn't blend very nice with the interior. So we are trying a version 2 of the gauge cluster now. And then once that's done, we're going to button up the interior and then do all the other exterior suspension stuff and the boot. And then we should be good to clay bar this car and put it outside. So without further ado, I'm going to get straight back into work just to finish up a few things. And then I'll check in with you guys once we have progress on this vehicle. So sharp, enjoy. What's up?
What do you have to say?
Big progress, major progress. Did you show them the front end now? So we finally got that little bezel complete there and all the switches in and stuff. It looks very OEM. So now we just need to do the rest of that list. You can actually show them there. Come, let's go through it quickly. It seems like a lot, but it's not really a lot. So the side skirts I need to install properly. The floor mats in the rear needs to be done properly. We did get a staple gun for that. The springs inside the drums, I see these two springs were still left over in my tin, so these need to be fitted inside the drums. Okay, and then we need to spray the one side on the rear. On the last video I showed you guys, we need to do another leak test. I did find a slight leak in the rear, so I'm hoping that's the reason why it's going down. It's very slow, but we obviously want the car to be able to stay up for whenever, till whenever. So yeah, okay, fit side skirts on again. The original wheel needs to be fitted and the spare wheel must be taken off, and then we must pump the spare wheel up and fit it in the boot. The rear drum springs is on again. So the list is actually way shorter than it's supposed to be, but just making sure. The rear leak I mentioned now, which is part of the leak test. The switches and gauges we can cross off. That's done. Alright. And then run a release line. That we can also do now quickly. So we just need to run a line from in the boot to the outside of the car, because he said he wants to hear the car air out on the outside. So yeah, let's get into some more work quickly. Alright guys, so we're just going to switch up the tempo quickly and get over into a quick sleeve over installation. Inshallah quick. Yeah, I hate it when I say that and then it's not actually quick. So yeah, God willing. But anyway, so I'm going to put some sleeves into this car. This is a sound competition car. So he's actually a, what do you call it? I think it's a ambassador. He's an ambassador for Star Sound. And so this car is set up for sound strictly. He doesn't want extreme lows, but he does want to get the car looking nice and aggressive as well with his beautiful wheel setup. So we're just going to get into installing the sleeves on this car quickly. I'll take you guys along the process. Very similar to the Etios install I did, which is spring separate to the shock in the rear and spring over shock in the front. So anyway, let's get into the work.
Asking me if I'd ever lied to you, 'cause you didn't notice I came home to you. 'Cause baby, loving you's all I ever wanna do. Girl, I ain't gonna change. You the only one I want. Us two, us, baby, you the one. And loving you's all I ever wanna do.
guys, so just a quick check-in. You guys saw that I just fitted the springs on the rear now. As you notice, I didn't fit the adjusters. The reason for that is the original spring that was in the car, even though it looks taller than the sleeve spring, this wider part of the spring actually collapses pretty far. It's quite soft, and so it was collapsed pretty small before we removed it. So what I did was I actually fitted the spring on its own first and tested the height. And the car sits pretty low still with just the spring, but if I put the adjuster in, it's not going to be able to get proper lows in the car. You'll also notice this man has 15 tons of sound equipment in the car. I'm sure you saw from the cinematic. So this is very heavy, and the car is full sound deadening all the way. It's got, I mean, everything is like full. You can check up here as well. There's zero gauge wiring, about like 30 meters of zero gauge wiring in the car as well, and so it's quite heavy. So what we did was we fitted the front set springs in the rear of this car because of the weight, and then the smaller spring we're going to fit in the front. And what I want to do now is just get the car on the floor and check what height we're running with just the spring in there, to see if it is possible to leave it as is. Otherwise I will need to put the adjuster in. Just to touch on what I did at the bottom here, you guys would have seen on the Etios video, I secured the adjuster cup, but because it's not in, what I did was I kind of machined or drilled, whatever you want to call it, the silver cup that locates the spring. I drilled the center of it to fit on the OEM locator that's on the car here, and to fit on the OEM locator on the top with the rubber in as well, so the spring can't move or dance around and make a noise and stuff like that, which is always very important. So yeah, chit chat aside, I'm gonna get the back wheels on the car quickly, put the rear on the floor again, and then if everything goes well, we can start on the fronts once more. The fronts, I'm hoping to do a similar setup to what I did with the Etios that was here. So anyway, let's get back to work, and then we can check in with what I've done once I'm done. Sha. Okay guys, quick change of plans just before I get into work. We did end up taking these adjuster cups out. Reason for that is there is a very small space underneath here that the spring can actually sit in, and the car was sitting pretty high without it in there. So now we've got just the spring with the original rubbers in there to prevent noise. I did test it and whatever else, it's not making any noise. Let me actually show them, Armin. That's the boot, but anyway, it's not making any noise. So this is going to be the drive height for the rear. It's not the lowest ever, but at the end of the day, there's a lot of weight in the car. I don't want the car to be sitting too low and then you can't adjust it up. So I'm going to leave it like that, and then we're going to do some work on the front and make it adjustable in front, so at least you'll have that as well. Anyway, so let's for real this time get into the work. Safe.
Why do I cry? Why do I hesitate? Saying goodbye. I long for the days when I was naive, when you'd say those 3 words and I would believe. I wish that I could forgive and forget. You've told so many lies, I've got nothing left. A dog is a dog, can't teach him the tricks. You are who you are, and that's all that there is. I wanna believe that we change like a promise, but I can't keep on holding the breath, 'cause I'm watching the rain. My heart is getting up, so I refuse to stay and love you to death. I will love you to death, love you to death. No, baby, I can't love you to death, no matter how much you die. This is the end, 'cause baby, I can't love you to death. If all that was you working late, I'd understand, baby, I'd be okay. But I'm a girl, and I know her name. Too late for apologies, you should be ashamed. I wish that I could forgive and forget, but you've told so many emotion keep breaking my heart, and it's killing me. So I refuse to stay and love you to death. I will love you to death. Love you to death. No, baby, I can't love you to death. No matter how much you love me, this is the end. Baby, I can't love you to death. I won't love you to death. Love you to death. No, baby, I can't love you to
about you. I wonder what it is. Something about you. I need to know what it is. Something about you.
So that was a lot to take in one episode. I mean, we did get a lot of that Opal, no?
We did.
Yeah.
I took up most of our day.
Yeah, it was quite intense to try and get that car to drive properly. The shocks are very long on the Opal, so it was difficult to get it to not bottom out, but also have a lekker drive height. And I think we got it just in between, but it does need new shocks. Anyway, over to the Vauxhall. So there is a couple of things that you guys missed over this past weekend. I did end up coming in on Saturday and Sunday. So just to give you the gist of it, I mean, I don't want to bore you, but what happened is the sleeve, the bag sleeve, right, it actually ended up airing down and going over the fitting that's on the bag. So the housing that the fitting is in, it's plastic, and as soon as the bag collapsed over the fitting, it threaded it. So I ended up drilling and tapping a new hole and putting a new fitting in, and I just did the same thing again. And then the third time I drilled it to the maximum size, put a bigger fitting in, but this time I put Pratley steel on the threads of the fitting and then put it in, and it seemed to be working and holding air. And then I built a custom bracket to go over the fitting so that the bag can't collapse onto it. So that is where we're at with the car at the moment. I would say it's about 90% complete. As you can see, it's standing. I'm sure you guys enjoyed the way that it looks. It looks awesome. It looks really good. But anyway, we're 90% done. I'm not completely happy with the rears, but I did say to the customer, you can come and fetch the car if you want, and then we will continue with the rear of the bags in the new month, and you can bring it back to me, or you can leave it with me till then. The reason for me saying that is I need to move over to the beams. As you guys saw, it is inside, it's not staying outside anymore, and that's going to be in the new episode. And the reason there's a bit of a rush is because there's something really exciting coming up to the channel as well. As you can see, the Mazda is kind of complete as well, but okay, I mean, don't give him too much.
Yeah.
So I can't say anything further. Just know that we have some exciting content planned for you guys for this year. In the meantime though, I am going to call it a video. So that's it for this episode. If you guys enjoyed the video, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And until the next time, Bag Boys, we out. Peace.